Heyo, welcome back to the weekly special, episode 10 now. Up into the double digits, finally. Without Josh, though, sadly, once again. But he'll get it when he gets here. We'll worry about it later. What's everyone doing this week? It's a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw a dead dog on my way home today. Wait, let me change that. I saw a dog dying on my way home today, which is worse.
Oh, God.
Right before that bridge that goes over 20, I saw a bloody Kia and those big fuckers. What are the big dog?
Great Dane?
Great Dane, thank you. First try, good for you. Great Dane.
It's like worse than hitting a deer.
It was like a small Great Dane, though. Like, it was like,
So it's younger.
which is worse.
Maybe a not so great Dane.
Fuck. The worst part is, though, it wasn't dying yet, and I almost stopped to help. But it's like, how am I going to help?
Yeah.
Like, if it's a human, I know CPR, I might be able to help, but CPR is kind of self-explanatory.
CPR is not going to fix eternal bleeding.
Yeah. That's the worst part with the dog. It gets hit, you're fucked. You gotta, like... I figured I could have stopped by and been like, hey, throw your bloody dog... I can't even talk today.
Bloody dog.
I said it right the first time. Bloody dog in my car, and we'll hot-tail it to the vet, but... It was depressing. It was a very depressing 10 minutes after. Because there's like a lot of things on this planet I don't mind hitting with my car. Like a turtle. That's a weird one to go to. Like a rabbit, or dare I say a deer, an 8-year-old. Like, these are things that don't bother me.
Like the fucking rabbit Michael hit that one?
Yeah, where it shit itself when we hit it.
It jumped in front of the car and hit above the goddamn license plate.
We were on our way to Wild Wings, me, Michael, Logan, and Jordan. And just outside of Calendar, there's that curve. It's like a 90-degree curve. Just as we were taking this, at about 45 to 50, the rabbit jumps directly in front of the car.
Like, jumps.
It doesn't run in front of the car, it jumps in front of the car. And it literally, we just saw just a poof of, like, blood. And when we went to the front of the car, it shit itself.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it shit itself or if it just had a full
just how
bladder.
hard it hit.
Yeah. His whole ice was just covered in rabbit shit.
We came back and it was just like a 4-foot
It looked like a shotgun. It looked like you stuffed a bunny into a shotgun.
That's still not as bad as the deer I hit this summer.
That was bad.
You saw
I saw its heart. And I'm assuming it was some...
Yeah.
Jordan hit a deer this summer, and like a day later I was driving on that same road during the daytime, and I saw a bunch of hair and stuff on the side of the road, and I pulled over and found your mirror.
It was my mirror.
I found his whole entire mirror, but right next to it was some sort of organ from that deer. I don't know deer anatomy, so it could have been a heart, it could have been a spleen. I don't know what the fuck it was. Fucking disgusting, though.
My boss thought a semi hit it. That's how bad the car was.
Oh god, it was a mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for it to really not do that much damage
it didn't
to your
do
car,
hardly any damage to the car.
You probably couldn't have hit that any
better.
Yeah. I was saying,
because I was going 60.
Because you hit it pretty much right on the corner of your car. So
I swerved last second.
Yeah.
So it like hit my mirror.
Yeah.
And then rolled down the entire side of the car.
Yeah. But it did just really no damage.
Completely. It took off the front mirror and shattered the fucking taillight.
That's really not that bad.
No.
If you hit a deer doing 65, normally your car should be fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're probably
even if you
too.
chip it. I mean,
look at my car, 5 years back. I had a deer doing 60.
Yeah,
and
that's what mine was.
The right headlight completely destroyed, the hood dented, the front right fender dented, my front passenger door dented and had a piece of his ass hanging into the fucking open wound.
Don't get me wrong, we did take a crowbar to get the door open, and we had to fix the dent to open the window again, but...
Yeah, which it's still not that
still
bad.
Not
it
bad.
took 0 aftermarket repairs.
Yeah, I mean, a new mirror, new taillight.
Well, yeah, I guess, new mirror, new taillight. But I mean, like, body panels.
Yeah.
The really expensive shit.
That was like $50
you
for
think
a new mirror.
You know, you don't think a door would be that expensive. It's brushed metal and liner on the inside. I mean, and most of the time you could just salvage that from the old door. Like...
Yeah.
Because when you hit something, like a deer, normally the dent's not big enough to damage the inside of the door. Like, you know what I mean?
It did
like
with mine.
A little. I mean,
it stopped the mirror from opening.
But it didn't damage any, like, the vinyling and the actual, like, the armrest and all of the leather and stuff. And that stuff, you can
There's
literally...
a good chunk of space between.
Yeah. You could literally just take that off the old door and put that on the new one. It'd be fine. But at the same time, it's probably hard to buy a brushed metal door that doesn't already come with the shit on it. I mean,
you gotta go to a junkyard.
Exactly. And then at that point, it's like, it probably has the insides
It's
fine,
like,
too.
what color do I want my new door to be? Because you're not going to get the same one.
Oh, yeah, never.
Even if it's supposed to be black, it's not going to be completely
I gotta
black.
think that's probably where a lot of the money comes from, if you get it, like, from an auto shop that does it correct, is the fact that not only do they have to replace the door, but they'd have to repaint it to the same color, doing only that door, and I can see it's like the hassle part is most of the cost.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a lot to do. But, yeah, any other animal, I'm okay with hitting. Pretty much. Dogs, my life's over. I'll cry. Unless it's like an ugly dog. It's gonna be a pretty dog. Hey, Joe.
I'm telling you, if I hit one of those, what are they? The Australian Shepherds
Yeah.
on that same road that we hit that rabbit. If I hit one of those, I'm suing the people for repairs for my car.
Oh, God, yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
I
It's like
checked-
with my new car, there's no way.
I was slowing down a lot. I've stopped.
They haven't been out as much.
They haven't been out. I haven't seen them at all yet.
I think somebody probably called to
I
complain.
would.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost did. Just the almost hitting them isn't why I called. Because
It was the kennel, wasn't
yeah, it was the kennel part. A little bit of backstory. There's a road on the way to our main town, Dodge, which you probably know if you live around here. But these people, they leave their dogs out, or they did. And the dog will hide right next to the mailbox, which is right next to the highway, which is a 55 mile per hour speed limit. And the
Which
dog
most
thinks
people are doing 60, 65
Yeah.
on.
And most of the time, the dog will hide near the mailbox. So when you're driving by, it thinks it's fun to run out to the road.
Chase the car away.
Chase the car away, yeah. So it happened to me and almost to Jordan. Like mine's was, I was driving, couldn't see it. It literally ran pretty much in front of my car. It looked like in front, but it didn't. It pretty much came as close to the side of my car as it could, and then just stayed there. Like
Every time I drive by, I just lay on my horn now.
really,
Yeah.
I don't have a horn.
Even if the dogs
brave.
aren't out, I just fucking blare my horn
Yeah.
at them.
That wasn't what pissed me off. What pissed me off was it's still cold as fuck around here.
Oh,
I mean,
it
except
fucking snowed
well,
yesterday.
it snowed today some in Dodge.
Yeah, I mean, it was snowing a little bit.
Yeah, it was blowing. But it was blowing while sunny, which is always a weird thing. Snowing when there's sun out. It just doesn't seem right.
Welcome to Iowa.
Right? But it was a particular day when it was like 40 degrees out and it was just pouring fucking rain. And these fuckers had their two dogs in a kennel with getting rained on. And when I left to go to work, it was 11 o'clock. When I came back, it was 7 p.m. and they were still in that fucking kennel. I was like, you motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
now, the assumption is that
Expose
they went
them.
inside at some point and then went back out.
Expose
But
them.
yeah, I have no clue what their fucking names are. I just know they live right outside Calendar Gallery or Calendar Gallery, Calendar, Iowa. I'm fucking stupid. We live in Gallery. They live in Calendar. Yeah. But yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I couldn't hit a dog. It would ruin me. When I saw those guys today, it was a very depressing and somber moment. Seeing like two people holding their dead dog, and then the guy with the Kia, because he stayed there, which is good. He didn't like hit and run.
Yeah. I'm sure he felt
He
awful,
was
but,
standing over them. You could just tell by the chemistry, like who was who in this scenario, like who was the owner and who was the Kia.
Maybe don't let your dog run on the highway. I mean, I know it's
I'm
easier
curious
said
what
than done,
caused
but
it,
like,
but go figure. I
Maybe
mean,
yeah.
they were taking a road trip, stopped because the dog just couldn't wait.
you would know exactly which house it is
It's
too.
true.
Coming back from Dodge, there's that dip. So like, here's the bridge that goes over 20.
Okay.
If you're coming back, you take that left and it goes over the bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is
Like-
it the house on the left? That's
Okay,
for
so
sale?
like you're
Or
going
is it
down.
the one on the right.
It'd be the house on the left.
So it's got like the machine shed.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the dog's on the other side of the street though. He must have ran across, got
Yeah.
hit, and then they must have either pulled him or he just got flung. I didn't see any blood though, so that's kind of a good sign, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a better sign than fucking a mess. Like dogs don't seem like they bleed a lot though. You know what I mean? Like every time I see a dog like hit by a car thing,
I don't know if I hit the dog.
I don't see a lot
like
of spray.
If I hit that dog like I hit my deer, it's probably gonna end up worse than the deer did. So
The dog was still moving when I drove by, which I'm assuming means the guy must have like brake checked.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
hit the brakes hard.
Because the dog probably just ran across and he brake checked with thunk and just
Yeah.
like, give him a little
Yeah.
flop.
It's like the fucking raccoon I hit 2 months ago.
But
I was driving home after we were gaming here. It was like 4 a.m, and it was icy out. So like, I went to hit the brakes because a raccoon ran in front of my car. Obviously, since I was driving on ice, I just slid. I hear a kunk, and I see the fucking raccoon going off to the left, just spinning, and it gets up and runs like nothing happened.
those trash pandas
fucking-
are some strong motherfuckers.
It was
they
fucking
live
hilarious. I was laughing so hard.
I think I've only hit like 2 things in my life. I mean, I've hit I think it's all bunnies, honestly. I've gotten really close to a lot of shit. Yeah. Like, I almost hit a deer in my friend's car. How many birds have you hit? 1, maybe.
Yeah.
But I fucking drilled her.
So I've hit 3 in my driving time.
Probably all at the same time.
I was with Michael when he hit one when we went down to Des Moines.
For a bird?
Yeah, for a bird.
They're tough to hit. I mean,
they are.
They have to be stupid.
And,
they are. They're stupid.
Pheasants.
I've never
Fuck those things.
I've never even
will do some damage.
I never even come close to pheasants.
The reason why is I see them start heading off the road, and for some unknown reason they get in their stupid head. I can make it back before that car hits me. And then they try and do that flap thing. I've hit one of them. Fuck those things.
Yeah,
I hate those things with a passion.
I would really love to know what goes through a deer and a pheasant's mind when it comes to crossing a road.
Right.
Because they will literally fucking sit there and stare at you. I mean, I never believed it until it happened to me. That sounds so fucking stereotypical. Like, it sounds like a rape thing. Like, I never knew people could be raped until I was. But...
Oh.
But I was coming home from work like 2-3 years ago, and a deer, I saw him like from a mile away, like maybe half a mile. And as I got closer, I just kept slowing down because I can continuously see his eyes on my lights stare on the side of the road.
See him glowing.
Yeah, and I just got slower and slower. And just before I got to him, he crosses the road. I'm like, "What is your fucking deal, dude?"
I mean, people will tell you don't honk at them.
Yeah.
I always blare on my horn at those fuckers too because like when it comes to the headlights, they're just kind of confused.
Yeah, when you think of the horn, that actually kind of makes sense.
When they hear sound, they typically run the other direction than the horn. But they can't still run out.
You could install like
slow down.
A car horn that sounds like a shotgun going off.
Or no, even
Find
better.
Bambi, it's flashback to a shotgun.
Even better, just carry some sticks with you. You know, anytime a hunter walks, they always step on a stick and those things are gone. Just stop, fucking crack a stick and watch that motherfucker take off.
Yeah. I said I'm gonna do it for like a couple minutes. I'm gonna talk some shit here.
Fuck the government.
Don't worry, I'm gonna talk some shit after you're done.
Yeah. I got funnier stuff to return to, but I don't badmouth. We don't talk politics much on this podcast for good reason, because that's not a rabbit hole we like going down.
Plus, it's a minefield anyway.
Yeah, it's a minefield, but this one hits home a little bit. I want to give a personal fuck you to the entire Senate and House for this stimulus bill that I think was retarded in the fucking first place. The reason, though, I say this is I would like to thank you for forgetting that the age group of people born between 1995 and 2002 exist. We do. So, just put that out there for you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, because now most of us don't get stimulus checks because we fall in your bullshit age range. Go figure. So, Ashley's getting one, but that's because she wasn't claimed, which is fine. So, half of this is my mother and the other half is the government, but this shouldn't have been a problem in the first place. Like, I don't get the reasoning behind this, why you would fucking exclude this group of people who are 17 to 24 just because they're claimed. I get this. We talked about it. I get the 17 and 18s because you're in high school. You don't need fucking money. But like the 19 to 24s, no, you don't fucking like. There's no reason if they're working, even if they're claimed, that they should get something.
I'm working right now, dog. Like I'm fucking swamped with work.
Yeah, and you ain't getting a goddamn thing.
I'm not getting shit.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm fucking working my ass off. That's just it pisses me off.
Go figure, but Molly Sue, the drug dealer who's 25 years old and has no income, has no problem getting a check right now. So.
Say, like, it's not a big deal because we're, like, financially set at my place, but, like...
Yeah.
It's the fact that I still have to help pay it back after not getting anything.
That's the big problem is... this.
Especially at my age. Like, I don't have that kind of fucking money to just dish out.
This will affect... I did see a kind of an interesting idea that I didn't think of before. And that's that these stimulus checks are early tax returns for next year. If you think about it. They give us the stimulus checks now, but we don't get a tax return next year.
If I don't get a goddamn tax return next year, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, it would only be for the people who it got pulled for. But I actually think...
How else are they going to make all their money back? They'll pull it from everybody.
Oh, God, yeah, they will. I mean, but I think that plan does kind of make sense within reason, but with the way the plan has been laid out, this stimulus package, it's not going to work Because you guys already did 2.2 million, and only like 400 billion is going towards people. So yeah, you could say, oh, it's just people's tax returns from next year. Okay, we get our 400 million back, but what about the other fucking 1.8 billion? That's still gonna it's still gonna influence how taxes are gonna be over the next couple of years and things like that, and
make the companies pay back their own fucking bailouts, not the people.
Yeah, like I said, the most angering part of it is the fact that people like us are gonna have to pay for this now, and it's gonna fuck us over, and we got zero from this, none. Like I said, I'm less mad that I'm not getting one, because I get how you can take this as the audience as being like, oh shit, he's just pissed because he didn't get one and we're getting one. No, I think no one should get one. 0% of people. Like, I just don't... The stimulus is a fucked up idea. Like, it's a both ways idea.
Well,
like,
the whole point of it is supposed to be we're going to re-stimulate the economy. However, that's not going to be what's going to happen, because most people are going to go and buy other shit that's
not
sold from across the seas. So there
guarantee.
goes, you're going to stimulate their economy, not ours.
Yeah, like Best Buy and places like that.
They'll buy something off of online, and the government won't see any of that money again.
Yeah. Government doesn't realize people are fucking retarded. Best Buy is going to be through the roof business right now. So is the Walmart electronics aisle. Because people are just going to fucking... People are not doing that bad right now. From what I've seen. I mean, there are people who are struggling. But this is what unemployment's for. The unemployment section and Social Security and the IRS and everything has a section for if you've been relieved because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
That's the way it should get handled. Yeah. Not fucking this. Like, what the hell's the point of unemployment if we're not going to use it?
Well, they're gonna do both.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do both, but it's like, and there's just some people who are getting like babied right now.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, they're getting their unemployment from coronavirus, plus they're getting the stimulus check. Like.
And did you also see that one of the things with the stimulus check is that if you have direct deposit set up, you could be seeing it now. If you don't and you take your stuff by a check, you might not see it till about September.
I mean, I want to be mad about that, but at the same time,
at that point, it's just free money.
How many people are not direct deposit on?
Older people.
That's fair.
Yeah. And that's it. It's just... That's why there's like here in town actually, our mayor a couple weeks ago was trying to set up something for the elderly and the other people who don't do direct deposit and stuff.
Yeah. To
get something set up so that they could have that taken care of. So that way they don't have some person, because God forbid people might be in trouble. There's still those people out there who's like, how can I scam people and get free money? It's still out there. I don't fucking understand that. What kind of piece of shit low life do you got to be like, fuck it, everybody's getting free money, I want all their free money because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
I'm a little stingy about it. Like, I can be fair that I guess I can't say the stimulus is a bad idea. It's got its pros, it's got its cons, yada yada. It's just, it personally, like, I feel fucking attacked by this whole thing of like, my age group of people, the people who are like dealing with college debt and shit like that, are just getting left out to dry. And I bet you if you look at the statistics, most of your essential and hero workers are under the age of 24. I bet. I mean, or at least under the age of 30. A lot of the people who are working grocery stores and things like that, they're young kids. I mean, they're in that age group of like 19 to 24.
Well, that's just
and they're getting butt fucked now.
I know personally.
It's probably 50-50.
You think so?
Honestly.
That's still a lot of people.
That is.
That is.
It is.
There's people in my work, like, I'm not going to lie, I chatted with other people and surprisingly realized there's people younger than me that look completely older than me. Like, I'm not even 30 yet. I'm only 27. So, that there's people younger than me that are possibly falling into that range that you're talking about. And it's like, our employer considers us essential, even though we're not. That's still not a topic I'm going to get into. But, yeah, we got people there working that I know are going to be in that age.
Because they showed the statistics, about 80% of college kids are not getting this check. That's a big fucking number.
That's a big fuck you.
Yeah. I have my opinions on college kids. I think most of them are mentally challenged. Sorry, not you though, Jordan. Sorry. I mean, like, the general... You have to agree, though, right? Like, the general amount of college kids are... In terms of, like, social and political issues, are normally fucking pretty stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they go to college and they get kind of like built into that idea of like this is how shit works and free college and all that shit.
Depends
Well,
where
they
you
think
go.
just because they're in a college, they suddenly are smart enough to debate any
Yeah.
topic ever thrown out there. Well, I go
It's
to...
kind of like a confidence thing almost.
Well,
like,
that's just like,
Yes,
I'm in
that's
a
why I
university. I don't fucking care.
That's why I hated that fucking piece of shit college UNI.
really? Are they like that?
Yeah. People there are just fucking...
It's almost one reason.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really cool people I met there and stuff, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, what a joke of a college, man.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Some personalities come out to play
Oh, yeah.
when you go to college. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody there was just better than you.
oh yeah,
That's what their attitude
it's
was.
one of the reasons I gave up on college was
Yeah.
well for the field I was going
Iowa
in.
Central's incredible.
Yeah. No, I have no problem with
Like,
Iowa
the
Central.
atmosphere there is
It's
really
the fact
good.
that I was in liberal arts.
Yeah.
I was in and those motherfuckers. If you ever want a group of people who think they're
Yeah.
better than everyone on
Tell
this
me about it,
planet,
because that's
it's-
where I'm kind of
yeah,
in.
it's like psychologists and people like that who are
tell me
trained for it.
fucking about it, dude.
Jeez.
I love the study of psychology and how the brain works and how people interact with each other, but the people who study it are fucking clowns. Like,
Would that make you a clown since you were studying it?
no, I quit. I'm an ex-clown. And I barely showed up, so you can't even call me a clown.
Alrighty.
You fucking
I've
clown.
noticed over these weeks, these
Ronald
podcast
McDonald.
episodes. Wait, what?
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. I've noticed over these episodes, I've almost been unintentionally assuming a winner and loser every week. I've kind of been throwing it out there, like I say Xbox and the NFL one week, so I'm
Oh,
going to
both
keep this
winners.
going. I mean, I could probably do PlayStation as the loser of the week every week, but you got to mix it up.
Well, you know, you don't want to keep reminding it and being that dead horse that everyone already knows.
Yeah, looking at him. Start with the winner of the week. I found this interesting.
Assassin's Creed.
No. Grubhub and DoorDash. I want to give a big applause to them. Because even when all this shit is going on, they're trying to keep restaurants alive. There's a lot of places that have never even touched like Grubhub
Online.
and DoorDash
Yeah.
that are moving onto it. And they actually like can have business because of these companies.
Wow.
Big applause to them.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of a lot of restaurants, especially in this area, I've seen that are doing that. And it's
Too
working.
bad
for
we
them.
live too far away.
That's the shitty thing about rural areas. You can't. I'd love to be in a city for like Grubhub and stuff.
Well, and that's it. Like, I'd probably order that shit all the time. Unfortunately, they don't want to drive the
Because it
30
really,
miles to get to me.
it doesn't add that much of a price to it. Like if you're close. Because I was overhearing Althena and Ashley talk about it when they were in Delaware about like, yeah, let's just Grubhub it. And I'm like, fuck, I wish I could say that.
Right?
Yeah.
You do that now, you pay $5 for a bunch of food and you'll be paying 20 total just for the fucking shipping.
Yeah, right.
Maybe 25.
And that's even if they would even go that
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Now the loser of the week. Ooh. NASCAR driver Kyle Larson. Did you hear about this?
Ethan
No.
Silva.
Oh my god, I know Jordan has.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to say something, and something I never thought, it's a phrase I never thought I'd get to say.
Before you... Okay, go.
Kyle Larson was banned from virtual NASCAR. Or just, you could just, any name in there. To say you were banned from virtual NASCAR, a phrase I thought no one would ever say. Or not banned, but suspended.
Suspended.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you why in a second. What were you going to say, Jordan?
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
So, like,
would you like to tell?
I never clicked on the true, like, the actual article.
I listened
just,
to it on ESPN.
I just went to the comments,
Yeah.
and the top comment was, did it start with an N and end with an A or the R? And he's like, it ended with the
So-
R.
Oh.
It's
They
like,
were
yeah, he's
doing
fucked.
the
Like,
virtual races, because NASCAR's been doing virtual races, which pretty much them play NASCAR Heat 4, and it's
it
them
sounds
doing,
like a cool idea.
it,
Like, for...
mind
Especially
you,
if you
huge
have,
applause
like...
to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually like it's a good way to get over all this shit. I mean, they're doing it virtual. It's still them racing.
Yeah.
It's just not real. It's them doing it on like
Do,
virtual.
do they
track.
all got the little
I don't-
steering
I
wheels and
think
pedals?
so.
That'd be
I don't
fucking
know.
awesome.
I mean, because
I
I'd
race
use a
with
controller.
I just know that, like, that kind of stuff's, like, a stereotype for
Yeah.
NASCAR, because they're just rednecks, they're lowlifes,
Yeah.
you know, which isn't true. I know a lot of people that like NASCAR around here, and they are, like, really good
Yeah, they're
people and
fine.
stuff,
They're
but, like,
upstanding citizens.
they're trying
I
to
like
keep that
NASCAR.
out, and, like, if
Yeah.
you do something like that, and it's
Yeah.
literally a stereotype, good luck.
But apparently, Kyle Larson he was in a chat with all of them. Like, I think it was pre-race, or I don't think it was during. And during, like, because they're all, like, not live streaming together, but they're all, like, talking in a chat while they're doing it. And he's like, where are you guys? Where are you knit? And yeah, you get the gist. I won't finish it, but you know what he said.
Wow.
Yeah, he dropped the hard R.
I'm not
And-
gonna lie, when you said Kyle, the first thing I thought was Bush, because that guy is a crybaby from hell.
But yeah, he's been suspended indefinitely now from NASCAR because of it. Because it's a live stream that everyone can watch.
Oh, yeah.
And
A lot of people.
He's taking some fucking heat.
It's hilarious.
But it made me think of a good idea. Or like when are we gonna see the real... I mean, you can consider this, but like... I want someone out there Doug Ford could find it, to do a compilation of fucked up background things from all of this. Because now, since everything is on, like, video chats, there's gotta be the fuck-ups that are hidden. I mean,
you've heard too much. So, most people are using Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoom. You heard the issues with that?
Is it like with people dropping in?
There's people hacking into, like the meetings and stuff.
Because I know there's...
And they'll just start blaring porn. They'll screen share and there'll be porn.
Yeah,
there'll be a really racist chant going on.
Yeah. There's an article, I actually have it right here, that was talking about it, where it's like the meetings have been ruined by people named with porn and people named Mike Coxlong and Bend Over and stuff like that. And...
I really wish we would have had that in one of our classes, but they bumped up the security.
That's gay.
Before it happened. But Caden,
my
buddy Caden goes Iowa Central. You worked with him. So
shout out
one of his so one of his classes got it.
Really?
Oh man.
That's great.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with that.
I saw a video where it was a classroom, doing that whole thing. One of the students didn't know that the video was on. It was a guy in his room completely butt-ass naked. And his classmates
that almost seems staged.
Well, and that's it. It could easily be staged.
How did you not know your computer's on? You had to join it. Like you.
Right.
Well, no, he knew the computer was on. He didn't know that he thought he had the video set to off.
Oh.
But it was still on. So he was there butt ass naked and his whole class was going, dude, get some clothes on, you're naked.
Nice.
So like one of the things that happened with me is like I never have my camera on. Never. Ever. For any of my classes, ever. And so
they don't care that you have it off?
No.
Okay.
And I always have my mic muted. So I'm literally just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like,
just half listening and...
Well, I mean, I usually set my laptop down and start playing video games.
Oh, okay.
During the stuff.
I don't know.
Like, especially this morning because it was just a presentation. It was a critique day.
Yeah, fuck that.
So
that's what I would do.
After one of my critiques last week, I forgot to mute my mic again. And I don't know if it picked it up or not, but I let out the nastiest, wettest fart I have let out in a long time. And I'm like, oh shit, my mic's not muted.
it would have been
nobody
so
said
awesome
anything.
if everything just went completely silent.
Yeah, nobody said anything, and nobody who was speaking paused. So I'm kind of thinking it didn't pick it up, but it was like a small heart attack. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm just waiting. I want someone to get exposed. If you know what I mean. I want the Zoom between Ryan Reynolds and Tyra Banks, and in the back of Ryan Reynolds, he's just walking through his house and there's a wall of swastikas or something. Something career ending. Or if not career ending, super embarrassing. In the back there's just
Ryan
a foot
Reynolds?
dildo. I don't know.
This is throwing names out.
I watched a video with Ryan Reynolds today
His
with
Nazi dildo
him,
collection.
Jake Gyllenhaal, and Tom Holland with that whole handstand challenge thing. Have you seen that? People do a handstand.
Tootsie slide, man.
Well, that too. But no, they tried to do a handstand. That one.
It's so bad.
That one Olympic gymnast started it. I can't think of her name. Owns all the fucking records.
Is it the one that broke her ankles?
No, not her. No, she's fucking fantastic. I can't think of her name right now. She's super
Simone
famous.
Biles?
Simone Biles, thank you. She did a version and then people have adjusted onto it where it's hers was she did a handstand and she took her sweatpants off while staying in the handstand the entire time.
I saw that video, I think.
But then Tom Holland did one where it's doing a handstand and trying to put a shirt on. And normally they do it against the wall. And he challenged Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, and some other guy to it. And Ryan Reynolds was just no, I'm not doing that. And the other two guys did it, but Ryan Reynolds, his reaction was just him looking at the camera no, I'm not doing that. It's fucking stupid.
One of the, I don't even know if I'd really call it a challenge, but one of the trends it was Drake's Nonstop.
Yeah.
It would be I just flipped the switch.
Yeah.
And then they'd flip the lights off and then back on. And there'd be two people and they'd just switch clothes.
Oh yeah. I know that. That was a big celebrity.
I thought that was a pretty.
It'd be like couples who would do it.
I thought that was
stuff.
an interesting one.
That was one of the ones I actually enjoyed when it was like
you'd find some really weird shit.
I loved them when there was a big height discrepancy. When it'd be like a 6'5" black dude and some tiny like 4' white girl, and they switch clothes, and it's like,
God.
what?
The seams are just ready to split.
That guy and the little girl.
It was just funny as shit.
I saw one on Twitter. It was one guy, and he was doing it, and you know this isn't gonna go well when it's one guy. He did it. He flipped it off, and he came back butt fucking naked. That's hilarious.
I actually kind of have a problem with the whole Tootsie Slide thing right now.
What's that?
And it's people not choosing what fucking leg to do their shit on. The video starts right foot up, and they do this foot up. And I get why they do it.
You can't fix stupid, man.
You can't fix stupid. I'm guessing their mindset is like, the camera sees that as the right foot. Bitch, that ain't your right foot! Like,
he literally says it in the song. I don't know how you could fuck it up.
LeBron James, his family did it. That's the big one I saw. All 5 of them did it. It's like right foot up, and they went, huh. I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Like,
stupid, no.
Do you think I'm going to see that and say right foot and go, oh, right. Thank you for doing the right side of my screen. No, you're going to say right foot,
like,
and you're going to do right
thanks
foot.
Thanks for telling me how to do it in your lyrics.
It confuses me more now. Because it says right foot up and you put your left foot up. Just because of my perspective, your left foot's on the right side doesn't make it any fucking better. Like...
Not a goddamn mirror here.
So that's what it's become for me now. I will only like the ones where they actually put their right foot up to start. If they don't, they're faggots. I don't like them.
So talking about music, Tory Lanez dropped an album.
It's really good. I liked it.
It was good. 2 weeks ago, Joyner dropped his. 3 weeks ago, The Weeknd dropped his. And this week, Division drops his.
That's lesser known, but...
way lesser known, but I love his music. So that's 4 of my favorite artists dropping within a month span.
Who do you rate at the number 1 of all those?
The Weeknd.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the one you hated the most at first.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah, I'd go The Weeknd, and then Tory's, and then Joyner's.
That's fair. I put Joyner's at number 1. I really enjoy his.
Joyner's is really good. It's just when one of the singles was from 2018, and it was just single. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. A little.
But it was still a great. Every song was.
As
really
a whole,
good.
it's a really good. And it's a good story for an album.
I love every song. I knew him already. That was my issue with it. But
I've enjoyed music this year. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's been really good so far.
The unintended side effect of COVID with the movies is the big one. With all these movies are just dropping to DVD. I fucking love it.
Yeah, and then the ones that are in production are just getting delayed.
Oh god, yeah. It's like Black Widow was supposed to come out in May, and now it's I think September.
Yeah.
Oh god. But a bunch of the movies that hit theaters last month are just dropping.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I bet it is for you, because I know how you get your movies. But
yeah, government, you want to know how I get my movies?
Fuck you, that's why.
We'll never know.
So, what I was getting to is, do you remember, I think his name's Eminem?
Yeah, Eminem. Who made Caroline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I think he's kind of a one-hit wonder, but...
Because he's got a new song out right now that I fucking cannot stop listening to.
It's really good? What's it called?
I gotta remember. No, I don't remember. I found it yesterday.
He's kind of that one-hit wonder artist that I have... They're touchy with me. People like him.
Yeah.
Where it's I liked his one hit. He had 2, I guess. He had Caroline and something else I can't remember.
This new one's called Shimmy.
Shimmy? That sounds like fun.
It's good.
I'll have to listen to it.
It's good.
So, I have a prediction for this coming year. Not a prediction, more of a hope, I guess. I want Joe Burrow to die. Let me elaborate. You know who Joe Burrow is, right? He's going to be the number 1 quarterback taking the draft this year.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes.
They're talking about this motherfucker on SportsCenter like he's God. They were like Joe Burrow, Joe Heisman, Joe Bengals, and all this, all of his stuff. And I'm like, Joe Homicide, come on. No. I'm so fucking tired of first-round picks getting talked about like they're going to be fantastic.
He's going to the Bengals. He's not going to be good.
Yeah. Even if he'd
have a much better shot.
Dude, he could throw for 2,000 yards, and that's a good season with the Bengals.
Yeah.
He could throw for 50 yards, and that'd be a good season for the Bengals.
I think he'll be good. My favorite thing of a flop of a quarterback is fucking Baker Mayfield, though. I hate that piece of shit, and I'm so glad he's doing fucking terrible.
When's the last time a first-round pick was the best player in the NFL that year? Besides Ezekiel Elliott. I don't even think he was first round, or first pick.
I don't know.
The first pick is never the best rookie that year. Ever.
Well, of course not, because they go to this worst fucking team.
Yeah.
They got literally, it was like, yeah, we got the best quarterback. Now we just need a team.
This draft class this year is pretty impressive. It's going to be tough.
It's a good draft class.
It's gonna be,
but I don't think they're talking about Joe Burrow like he's God. The last time I've seen anyone close to first round get close to being the best player, it's biased, but I'll say Wentz. He was second, and he was the second best rookie that year because it was Dak Prescott that year was the best rookie, and Dak Prescott was like fourth round, I think.
I know, and they're comparable as quarterback right now. But
wait, what? Fuck you. No, I'm just saying that was the closest in terms of like rookie of the year voting.
Yeah.
It's like Wentz went second that year, and he was second in voting. So that that's the closest I've seen.
Yeah.
And Elliott, Elliott was taken. I don't know when he was taken that year, but he was the rookie of the year that year.
I honestly couldn't go back and tell you a single first overall pick.
You right? You can't.
I can't.
Like I remember the year with Wentz was Jared Goff. He sucked shit that year.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't he?
It was that year. It was Jared Goff. Yeah. But besides that, I don't remember last year's. What was last year's? Was it that? Was it the Bosa?
It might have been.
If so, I mean, he was okay. He was pretty good. But I just get tired of them talking about it like Joe Montana's about to come onto the fucking stage when these new quarterbacks come out. They're not going to be that good.
No. Well, you got to look at it.
I mean, they could be fantastic, but don't talk about it.
Football now is different than football back then. Back then, you could hit somebody and it not be called a fucking penalty.
Yeah.
You could actually touch the quarterback and them not go, holy shit, roughing the quarterback, that's 50 yards down the fucking bullshit.
Do you have the list?
Yeah, so it doesn't tell me who 2019's was.
Like for the first round pick?
Yeah.
Because that's... Pretty sure it's Joey Bosa.
It could have been. But 2018 was Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Fuck him. You got to flop. 2017 was Myles Garrett. You could see how his career's been going.
2019 was Kyler Murray.
That's right. Yep.
I'm just looking at this list. It's funny. right under Kyler Murray for first selection is mystery relevant Caleb Wilson. Like another draft.
Who?
I have no clue who it is. So. Who else? Go down the list.
Fuck. Okay, so 2018 Baker Mayfield, 2017 Myles Garrett, 2016 Jared Goff, 2015 Jameis Winston.
Go on.
2014 Jadeveon Clowney.
He would probably be the last time someone was really good.
Yeah.
As much as I fucking hate that piece of shit, that was the last time someone was really good.
2013 Eric Fisher. It's an offensive tackle. Plays for the Chiefs, or he was drafted by the Chiefs. I don't know. Fuck the Chiefs. 2012 Andrew Luck.
That would be a big one.
It would be, but his career's over already.
His career is over.
Cam Newton, 2011. His career is probably not great right now. He's not.
He would be another one though that was pretty good when he came onto the scene.
I don't know.
The very next year, when did he win the MVP? That was when they won the Super Bowl. What year was that?
They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Or he won MVP though, didn't he?
Yeah, he won MVP that year, but
yeah,
our boys won the Super Bowl. Fuck the Panthers. It's mainly fuck Cam Newton. I hate Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Panthers pissed me off last week.
Did
you see their fucking whole meme about the Atlanta Falcons new thing?
That was
it was funny as shit, but it was fucked up.
That's true. That's good trolling.
So Atlanta just showed off their new uniforms, which are okay. They're like a little collegey. Anything that has a fade in them, which they do, one of their jerseys has like a fade black to red or red to white or something like that. Anything with a fade is just collegey. That's not what we do in the NFL. We are solid colors here. This ain't the fucking Sooners here. This is what we do. And they made a joke of it, like, it was doing a laugh while it's on screen, doing the trailer for their new jerseys, and it cuts to a door opening, and it's The Longest Yard. It's Adam Sandler in the Mean Machine uniform, because they look pretty similar.
Oh, God.
But it's just... And then Atlanta, not the Falcons themselves, but a fan of theirs, did a rebuttal, which was them doing it was like the Carolina Panthers with like losing seasons, and then it opens the door and it's Cam Newton because he's just a piece of shit. Like,
did you see the Panthers extended Christian McCaffrey?
They should. Guy's a fucking animal.
4 years, 16 a year average.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He does. He deserves more. Honestly,
100%.
Yeah,
he's a fucking animal.
He's insane.
He's a baller.
I'll agree.
He's basically
he
a
does
receiver.
deserve it as long as he's on my
fantasy
team. If he's not, I hope he breaks his fucking knee and doesn't play.
He's just the kid's crazy, dude.
God, what is it? What are the two different ways you can play?
What?
You have the normal way and the PPR.
Well,
PPR.
there's like 5 different ways technically, but yeah, it's PPR and regular.
So like
In PPR, he's a madman.
He's the
Yeah,
PPR
I know.
king.
Yeah.
Well, and that's it. I went up against a guy in this last
He
season
got me 70
3
points.
times in a PPR league.
Yeah.
3
got me
times were
70
his
points.
best games, and he burned me so damn bad.
He got to do how many points in that league? You said?
There was a week he got me 70 points.
Yeah. See, that's why I
But
never
he
played that
literally-
fucking league.
He literally outscored the team, like the entire team I was playing against.
That's just
Because they had that bad of a week in PPR. Like,
that league just
That's-
drives me wild.
That's why I was like, oh, geez, PPR.
yeah.
Call it selfish. I love our league. Like the
It's,
scoring, it's
simple.
Yeah.
simple. It's not all these incentives and shit where it's like, hey, if he gets 99 yards, he gets 9 points. If he gets 100 yards, he gets 20 points. Fuck your mother. 1 yard does not make an 11-point discrepancy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit.
Right.
But, God, I cannot wait for football.
Yeah.
I say it
I know,
every
if it
goddamn day.
happens.
Yep.
Hey, draft is
Yeah.
happening, so.
Yeah.
There
it's
you go.
virtual, but
Silver lining.
I know, I was watching an interview today on ESPN with Thomas Dimitrov, the Falcons GM. And it was his at-home setup for the draft. I want that to be my house. On his table, he's got 2, 30-inch touchscreen monitors directly next to each other. He's got 2 lines that one goes to the Falcons, and it's always open, and then the other one goes to all 31 other teams. And then on the screen, he's got 3 other TVs. And they all just have... I was like, fucking Christ, what a setup.
Man.
This guy, can send missiles if he wants to.
Maybe he has.
On a somber, more fucked up thing, you guys hear about that, Amazon Alexa old lady thing?
No.
So there was some old lady in hospice. She was she had the corona, and she died. Boo-hoo. And her mom, or not her mom, though. She's like 80. Her daughter or her sister or something like that found her, and her Alexa had 40 or 50 recordings on it. All of them were please help me, and it was dark as shit. They released the recordings too, and all of it is please help me, I'm in pain, and it's kind of sound like a Life Alert commercial a little bit, but more fucked up.
My God.
Yeah, apparently, the people taking care of her, the nursing home, they had her on the highest medicine they could. She was fucking dosed.
it's called a hospital.
No, well, at
She
one
was just
point,
literally fucking dying.
Do you take a look and go, dude, we got the best medicine here, and it's not doing a damn thing. Maybe we just look at... I know it's fucked up to say, but maybe at some point you just look at, hey, maybe we need to put her down.
Oh, she was at the death's door thing. Put her down.
I don't know
Granny's sick, put her down.
Just save the resources and move on.
I don't know what's better way to
That's
put
literally
that.
what Italy had to do.
That's literally what she was.
Yeah.
She was in hospice for the best possible reason.
Yeah.
She was dying. There's no stopping it.
No.
You did comfort of care, and that's just how you fucking go. I mean,
Give her
it
morphine,
sucks,
call it good.
but it's just dark. Give her morphine, call it. It's just dark because that Alexa thing is just there's a whole bunch of them of just please help me, and it's you listen to it and you're like, fuck, that is dark.
Right.
This bitch is dying.
I wonder if Alexa's trained to record stuff like that.
Well, she
if it
was
says,
doing
"Help
notes.
me."
That's why she would say hey Alexa, and then give a note, or not take a note, but she would say those things, and it naturally captures them. And apparently the nursing home that was boarding her was telling her was happy she had the Alexa, because it was kind of giving her something to talk to and give her something to do.
Yeah,
while
I bet that
while she's
that fucking backfired on him.
I mean, they've taken like pretty much zero flack from this. It's more just focused on like how fucked up this is. Right. I mean, that you're literally hearing this chick die over the course of like 3 days.
Yeah.
As she progressively gets worse.
There's nothing they could have done for
it. Oh no, there's nothing they could have done. And I mean, it would have been a cooler story if like maybe she recorded something that wasn't "Please help me, I'm dying," like her memoirs or some cool or
her
a
getting
story.
Railed in the back room.
Just her getting nailed. Wouldn't that be a story? If, like the 40...
She's dying anyways. Why don't you just break her pelvis?
Like if there was just like intermediates. Oh my god! If there was like intermediates between the messages where it's like, "Alexa, please help," and then like, "Alexa, bring me a dick before I die," and like just really dark shit.
Okay.
They should make that into a job position. You have to fill it in a nursing home.
The dickin'?
You press a button and the guy that comes in
that's button for dick.
Button to fuck. And the guy just walks in, strips off.
That'd have to pay a lot. To pay someone to fuck old ladies all day? Wow. I mean, you're doing
it.
I mean, fuck. I don't know if you could pay them that much, because you'd have to pay so much in lube costs alone. Like, I've been seeing that prank lately people are doing where they've been replacing hand sanitizer with lube for people. It's fucking great. I'm 100% behind it.
That would piss me off, too.
Oh, it would. The people who do it, too, I saw it. There's one I saw. It was like a really stupid one. It was the first one I saw. It's like she did it to her boyfriend. She's like, "Oh, my boyfriend uses way too much hand sanitizer. I'm going to replace this with lube." And she's like, "Here, have some." And goes, and like squirts like 10 of them. And then she like ruins the joke, though, because he's like, "Ew, what is that?" She's like, "It's lube." The joke would have been better if she would have just let him find it naturally and like put it on.
Right.
But I looked it up and then found another one where it was people who did it at like it was like a gas station or some weird spot or like a public spot. And just watching these people just go, "Oh. Ah!"
What kind of sanitizer?
And they're like, they're trying to like waft it off. And it's like, it just keeps sticking.
Because you get to the point where you're just like, what the fuck did you just put into my hands?
Yeah. Because they don't it's just a hidden camera somewhere, so they don't know. Most of them don't realize it until they're walking away. And they're just like, "Oh my god, ugh." like something's not right with this.
Yeah, no, at work, they finally brought in like, you know how our sanitizer bottle was, that clear one?
Yeah.
So they brought in hand sanitizer ones that look just like it. And it literally just has everything scribbled out and then hand sanitizer and Sharpie.
Oh. Are you a liquid or foam hand sanitizer gal? I'm foam. You
Depends.
don't see it often, but I love it.
Depends. Disney World, when we were there, they had foam.
I love it. It
was pretty nice.
It's softer to me.
It was pretty nice, yeah.
Liquid,
it's like a soap mixture almost.
Kind of, yeah.
But it acts as sanitizer.
I have found the worst hand sanitizer on the planet, though. It's at my work. I don't know what the brand is. It comes in this weird bottle. Sunshine gave it to me. Shout out Sunshine. But it leaves your hands sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Maybe it was lube. No. And I was like,
Gotcha.
I looked at him and went, "Ew. Like, this is... Like, my fingers are sticking together." And I fucking hate when my fingers stick together.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like... It's like the wearing rings thing. I don't want to feel things between my fingers. Just like I don't want my fingers to touch each other.
Gonna get a tattoo of your ring?
Oh god, I will never get a tattoo of my knuckles. I'm not a biker. So you knew it was a bad idea.
We're just not gonna go there. Anyways, I got some gaming news followed by my rant that I never got to do.
Oh,
fuckers.
shit, yeah,
So in the first 5 days for the re-release of Resident Evil 3, they sold 2 million copies.
God damn. A lot of people were hyped for that shit.
Half of it coming digitally.
Only half. I actually would have expected it to be more.
Well, and that's it. I
You're not buying
especially now. How the fuck?
Doing?
What?
I mean, literally, if you're not buying digital...
It was just at the beginning of the month when this was released. But yeah, in the first 5 days, they reported
we were beginning
2
of this month,
million sales.
Beginning of this month was still like hard in the virus.
Shut down.
Yeah. So you gotta wonder, how the fuck did a
GameStop
million
was still
copies
considered
go
essential.
through? Well, you gotta assume this. That's worldwide sales. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that is international, because Resident Evil is a Japanese brand, Square Enix.
Well, and you also got...
Or not Square Enix, but Konami.
Hey, if you think about it, though, GameStop would still be open. Walmart's open. Target's open.
Yeah, by the beginning of the month, yeah, they would be. That's right.
Well, and not only
That's
that,
three big
I used to
places.
work at Walmart. I know, like, some of the big name games, they came in, like, a week in advance, and they sat in a shelf in their special locked area, because it had a thing. Do not take to shelves till this time on this date. It had,
Right.
Specifics. So, it wouldn't, I could understand it, that they could have easily have had those sitting there, and then places like Walmart and shit, especially now where everyone's panic buying consoles,
Fucking
games, every goddamn thing they could get their hands on.
That's insane, though. Not bad. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Well, and that's it. It's like, I was like,
Or
wow.
yeah, Capcom, not Konami. Capcom, that's who makes it.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's a lot to say. How the fuck you move those kind of numbers in this time? That's
Well,
in 5
that's
days.
it. Props
insane.
to you, man. They must have done something right then.
Because it would have been in. I was just looking at it right now. It said 5 days, so it would have been from the
April 3rd to
3rd to
8th.
now, or yeah, to the 8th. That's insane.
Yeah. But on to my rant. Alrighty, well, the next one, whether it be Activision or Treyarch or any one of you, whichever one's either currently working on the next Call of Duty or is going to be, stop.
Fuck you.
No, throw it away.
Yeah.
Just throw it away. Just stop doing it. I know Garrett's seen the video. You might have seen it that I tagged on there.
Of the hacker.
That
the
is
hacker
insane.
on Call of Duty Warzone. I'm calling you out, Activision. Your cheating system don't do shit.
Doesn't work.
They
A
said
guy
that,
was
like-
watching. He had 13 people watching and had an actual streamer streaming it live of a hacker with an aimbot on Call of Duty Warzone who got 49 kills. And it wasn't like, he got lucky. No.
No,
this
shit was
motherfucker,
bad.
it was so bad. He freaking snapped right to a guy through a doorway and shot him. Door never opened or nothing.
I saw the probably best description of Warzone I could have. Like, I thought the campaign was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought the multiplayer was shit.
Yeah.
And I think Warzone's okay. The Dr. Disrespect, love him. He had a good idea, which is if the gunplay was like Blackout, it would be the perfect battle royale.
I could see that. Well, also, I would love the ability to not have to do crossplay if I don't want to.
I agree. I
hate the fact that I'm forced into crossplay because then I'm a console player, plain and simple.
Us console players, we don't run into hackers that often. We just don't. Because it's so much harder to hack on a console than it is on a PC.
Well, and that's it. Is with trying to go against, if it's nothing but console players playing against each other, chances of running into a hacker is fucking slim to not going to fucking happen.
Yeah, because most people just don't take the time for that kind of shit.
And that's it. But then you throw us into, a lobby with PlayStation people who always get their ass kicked first, and then the PC master race.
They even have extra time to practice, so they still get their ass kicked.
I would be okay with that if they had that cross-platform.
Just the consoles?
Just consoles. Because
see.
I've been, advocating this for so long. I want games to start doing that do cross-platform. Because I can't say all games, because cross-platform play is a new concept still.
Yeah, exactly.
The Call of Duty is the first AAA title to do it, and it's still, the only title to do it. I think, Rocket League doesn't do it, though, doesn't it? They don't do PlayStation? Rocket
They
League?
do PlayStation.
They do
now.
PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say 2 AAA titles.
They didn't do it for a while, but then I think they got picked up. Fuck you, Sony.
I've advocated for so long that we need to have Xbox versus PlayStation. Just 1v1. Where you do a Warzone, and it's 50 players or since it's 150, 75 are Xbox, 75 are PlayStation. I just want to see how that goes. Because I want to settle the debate that PlayStation players are fucking trash, ho! They are!
Yeah, see, I would love something like that, but
Fuck
as I was saying, stop making Call of Duty. It's not your last good one was Black Ops
2.
No, 1.
I even go farther than that.
I can okay.
Yes, Black Ops 2 is good.
Well, no, I mean of the greatest for a long time. Black Ops 2, yeah, it was good, but I still don't think it beat number 1.
It was the best one.
That's for us, though. I think it's because we started on that. And I think there's you give a certain leeway to the game you start on. We play Modern Warfare 2 online, and you can consider that our first one, but we barely played it.
I still like MW3 more than I did MW2.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but it's like Black Ops 1 was our first Call of Duty online. It was actually one of our first online games ever. I mean, we were huge Xbox players, but that's when online truly got pushed onto us. And Black Ops 2 was kind of Jordan's for Call of Duty. So you always will give a little bit of love to your first. I mean,
yeah, that's why Black Ops 2. I mean, I started with that one.
Yeah,
and then
so I give it leeway. Like I say, Black Ops 1 is my favorite because it's the game I did the best in. I was always good in that.
And Black Ops 1 and MW3, I would put both at the same spot. I loved both of them.
I put MW3 lower.
Oh well, and that's it.
I like it, but
I liked how I ran things on MW3. Can't talk either. I enjoyed it, actually. I loved the gun setup they had, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. So, like I said, that Black Ops 1 MW3, that's about the time I would say was, those glory days. And ever since then, it's been a slow decline up until they hit the Black Ops 4, where they completely just nosedived. Tried to pull up on Modern Warfare, and it pulled up with the campaign, but then the multiplayer and Warzone have just made it nosedive again, in my opinion.
I brings me to Halo a little bit too.
Wait, what?
I started with Halo Reach,
and that's kind of your favorite.
And it's definitely, I mean, it's my favorite by a long shot. Like multiplayer, I mean, it's in my opinion the best multiplayer.
I think a lot of people would agree with
you.
And
a lot of people would go down that same road. And then
I think that Halo 3, Halo Reach was kind of about the point where most people say it would be their favorite Halo multiplayer.
A lot of people say 3.
A lot of people. Because 3 is, in most people's opinion, 3 is the reason any version of gaming live is the way it is now. Yeah. Halo 3 is like what started multiplayer. Yeah. I mean, it was around a little bit before that, but Halo 3 was like, they took it and they're like, this is the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's when competitive multiplayer started.
Yeah.
But looking at the list here, and I've normally always said this, I put Advanced Warfare as the last decent one. I think Ghost was a piece of dog shit.
Yeah.
And that was right before that.
Well, and that's the thing. I liked the campaign for Ghost.
Black Ops 4 was really good.
The campaigns.
Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
The multiplayer was
because we fucking kicked ass.
Well, no, because we knew how to run it. But I thought
kicked
the game
ass
was
in that
trash.
game. We absolutely kicked ass in that game.
There's some trash moments and stuff, but that was a really good multiplayer game.
It was. For God, it's hard for me to say because we did so well in that game. It's okay for the reason of it did a lot of things I didn't like, but it was like it's one of those. It's hard not to hate the game when you do well at it. I mean, it's like the game didn't have a campaign. That's a huge fucking no-no. That's a huge no-no.
Yeah.
All you had was multiplayer.
And then you still decided to charge $60 for it.
Yeah, and yes, you were the first Call of Duty to do your fucking battle royale boo fucking who.
The only game that can pull a no campaign first person shooter is Rainbow.
Yeah, because that game it's creative enough and they drop content
every
enough.
Single time.
Yeah. There's no single Rainbow game that's the same.
Yeah.
And even then, you still have, don't you have little fucking, what is it, trials or...
Oh, you still had your situations.
There you go.
Those would take up maybe 2 hours.
We played Vegas 2.
Yeah.
That was a good campaign.
Vegas 2 had a great
campaign.
It was a good campaign. And I'm willing to bet the new one that comes out when Series X drops...
will have a campaign.
I bet it'll have a campaign because of the success the last one just had.
Because they can afford
still
it.
Have a...
You know, it's a weird thing a lot of people don't think of, that this Rainbow Six Siege was actually like a last-ditch effort from Ubisoft. Because they had Rainbow Six Patriots planned. This was before Siege came out. It's called Rainbow Six Patriots, and it was supposed to be kind of like Vegas, but they got about 8 months into making the game and just ditched the whole thing.
Really?
They were like, this just isn't working.
Thank God.
And they took a small part from that game, which was the basis for Siege, and then they just built off of that. And then now you've got one of, in my opinion, one of the best shooters that's ever come out.
Well, I still remember to this day when I first saw the release about Siege. I was like, man, dude, this looks fucking awesome. You got a team of 5 who could be playing terrorists trying to bomb a house and they gotta defend their bombs, while a team of 5 are SWAT that needs to take them out and defuse the bomb. I was like, you could break through walls.
Yeah, the destruction of the map that you can do.
The actual destruction of, hey, if I place this C4 on this wall, that wall's gone.
There was...
Right.
I've never seen such a game where strategy could trump everything else.
Oh, yeah.
You could have the best team ever. Like, the best... You can have Valkyrie fucking 5 players.
Best aim.
But if you have just such a perfectly well-designed strategy, they're not... You'll kick their ass. As long as you don't miss every shot on the planet. Yeah. As long as you're a decent shooter.
You don't pull some stupid shit.
Shot,
exactly. So, but, I mean, that game gives you a lot of freedom, and I like that. It had its rough patches, especially when it came out. I mean, it's one of the only games I've ever seen that it didn't hit its highest amount of, like, players until, like, 2 years after.
Like Blackbeard. When the shield never broke.
Oh, my God.
I abused the hell out of that.
That game has had its problems, but it's been 5 years now? 4 years?
5.
And that game is... It's still going pretty strong.
I think they started year 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean,
I actually think they're just starting 5.
Yeah. I can't play it anymore.
They need to focus their fucking new one.
Yeah. I can't play it anymore just because we've played it so much.
Too much.
That game was the killer.
I wouldn't mind going back to it, though.
I have thought about it. You want to download it?
I've got it downloaded.
I might have to.
I got to find my disc.
Fuck.
Ow,
shit.
It's here somewhere.
I don't know who I'd have to buy it. I don't even know who I have it from. Because I got it from Logan and I don't game share with him anymore. Yeah. And you have it on disc.
I have it on disc.
I have it on disc, too.
Yeah, see?
It's $10 right now.
Is it?
If you buy it today, it's $10.
Shit, I might have to then.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
got
the
a lot of
deluxe
sales
edition
going, because I just got...
yeah, today's the last day of the spring sale.
I just got the Game of the Year edition for Fallout 4 with all the DLC.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
How many money you want to buy it for me?
$10.
But it's... I wouldn't mind going back to that, but I just don't know how long I would last. Just for the fact that, like...
All the new operators.
Well...
I hate them.
I just don't have the attention span recently. You know what I mean? There's like this... Like, I just don't know what I feel like.
Depression.
What?
It's called depression.
Probably. But no, it's like...
Join the club.
Yeah.
It's like, I just don't know exactly... There's a lot of games that have caught my interest recently, but only a little. And I'm fighting over which one's catching it more than the other. Like, there's times I just feel like playing Warzone. Because I actually find myself enjoying Warzone more than I did Blackout. And I think it's for the fact that I don't have bullshit things like grapple hooks and things like that. That's what pissed me off the most about Blackout.
They took a lot of the stuff I hated from Blackout.
The arcade shooter shit.
Yeah.
I don't like... That was always the thing that kept me from taking the next step in liking Black Ops 4, is the arcade shooter stuff. Mm-hmm. The grapple hooks and the shields that shoot out radiation.
The grav slam. The
grav slam, like...
Well, and that's it. The operators.
Yeah, it's just arcadey, and I don't
Call
like
of Duty was... Yeah, you could maybe customize your character. Actually, back in the day, you didn't customize your character. You customized your classes, and it didn't fucking matter what your character looked like. You just played. That's what I like. That's another reason why I said, yeah, even though we did fantastic when we grouped up on Black Ops 4, I still fucking hated it. You couldn't play Domination, because then you had at least one fucker playing Battery, and the second you started dominating point, grenade launcher, thunk, 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 then there you go. And they're no longer taking the point anymore. Or grenade from halfway across the fucking map.
I like the idea of operators in a game because it's kind of like Rainbow. It makes you think about who you have to pick and pick ergonomically. But in
to an extent.
In Call of Duty, it doesn't translate well. In Rainbow, it works.
Exactly.
In Call of Duty, it just doesn't translate.
Well, that's it. Rainbow Six. Well, this operator has a special drone that has an electric shock to it to disable enemies' devices. Yeah. Awesome. It's got a limited number of uses, and that's it. It's done till the next round. Sounds fun.
I mean, I would have liked Black Ops 4 operators more if you could just have everyone on the team be Crash, but best operator. I mean,
hey, you can run 2 crashes.
That's not enough.
But with the setup we had, we were running 2 crashes, a battery, and then Nomad, and then 1 rando.
I got bitched at so much for using that operator. Because it's like, all you do is get your kill streaks because you use Crash. I'm like, fuck you, I don't care. I was like, I'll get them anyway.
So
here's an interesting thing. There was leaks about the new Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
It's going to be set in Rome.
They've done that already.
Yeah.
Well, not for a full game, but that was at Assassin's Creed Chronicles, and those things are retarded.
You know, I have I think 2 or 3 of those in my library because they were free.
They were
games,
all on Game Pass,
but I won't touch them.
They're shit. Yeah. They're garbage.
Are you talking like those weird...
The side scroller, Assassin's Creed Chronicles, yeah. The side scroller ones, they have a run one.
Suck.
Yeah, they're garbage, trash.
They fucking suck.
Fucking trash, how?
But, know your place, trash.
So, like, originally for the longest time, people were saying it's going to be with, like, the Vikings, which I thought would be really interesting.
That would be really cool.
That would be an interesting one.
I would either
a lot of things are pointing towards Rome.
Russia, you mean? You just said Rome.
Yeah, Rome.
Rome. Like Rome.
Yes.
Like Italian Rome.
Yes.
They've already done that, though.
I know.
Why would they do that again?
I don't know, but it was like...
Grasping at straws.
Something leaked, and then they added, like, new DLC to Odyssey.
Okay.
That hints that it's going to Rome.
Ooh.
I've heard more rumors about the Vikings than...
I've always thought of it should be 2 different things.
Yeah.
I think it should be either China.
No.
I think China would be fantastic.
Mongolians. Goddamn.
No, I think that would be a cool time to do it as Mongolians versus Chinese.
Yeah.
Bring down my
It would be interesting.
Because it's like...
You know, to be
all
RPG
Assassin's
style
Creed,
again, though.
What?
So it's got to be in an interesting enough place where you can do RPG style again.
You could do it during that time.
Oh, yeah.
During the building of the wall. And you could find enough content in there. But if you notice, all these Assassin's Creeds, they normally always build around, like, a singular big event in human history.
They do.
Within reason of, like, something that had happened. Like, I'm trying to think of... It's tough to think of shit on the spot for that, but...
Isn't one of them, like, a lot of shit to do with Leonardo da Vinci? And
yeah,
all
that was
that's like 2 and...
Ezio
2.
series.
Yeah, it has to do with that, but it's like... Oh, I think of a good one right here. 3. 3 has to do with the revolution.
Yeah.
That being a big one.
I think that'll be the newest...
yeah.
The newest big event in history that they'll do. I don't think they'll go any newer in history.
They shouldn't.
I mean, I guess...
Well, Syndicate was.
Syndicate, yeah. That'll be the newest. And now that game's fucking sucked.
Did you not like it? I heard the story was really interesting.
You played as 2 different characters.
Yeah, but I heard the story as a whole because it like explained a lot about the precursor race and stuff.
Yeah,
it like explained a lot about him.
But Origins was not great.
Origins wasn't fantastic, but like Origins talks about the downfall of Cleopatra and stuff, and of Julius Caesar, and now Odyssey talks about the rise of Sparta and the fall of Sparta and things like that.
And then like 4 was pirates.
4 with pirates, and it talks about Blackbeard and shit like that. There's always like a huge singular event. So I think with China, you could either do the war with the Mongolians, or you could do like the rise of Emperor Qin and things like that and shit like that. Because I don't know if you ever watched that thing that was at the end of the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy, the Embers.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
How it's got the Chinese lady in it. She's part of the Chinese guild or whatever. I don't know. I think it'd be China would work, and I think Russia might work, but I don't like snow that much.
What was Rogue about?
Rogue? Never played it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I refuse to.
That's like the only one.
I will not play as an Assassin's Creed game where I play as a fucking Templar.
Yeah.
I'm not. That is treason.
It is. Like, I don't know what their thought was behind that, because most people are going to be like, fuck no, I don't want to play for the Templars.
Playing as a Templar in the first 2 hours of 3 crushed my fucking soul.
Right?
I'm not going to do it for a whole game.
Right? Not after Ezio.
That man laid the framework, and we will not betray him.
No.
There's me. I don't play any of them.
Assassin's Creed's fucking great.
It is.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds great.
I said this like
incorporated behind it would be awesome. I just, like I said, it's hard for me to play that many games where a lot of the same shit is climb this, go here, kill that, climb this, go here, kill that. And I know there's more depth to it. I know
you
that
only played the first game. I've said this 1,000 times.
No,
the first game is the worst.
I played the first. I even played the second one.
All of the second?
Yes, I fucking played all the second one.
Lies.
The second one's like one of my...
It's just the fact that it felt too damn similar of I'm doing the same shit over and over again, and I just didn't feel like it. I mean, I know there's a lot of games you're like, well, you could break that down with all those games. Yeah,
after 2, they really started to add a lot.
They do, because then they start adding
Brotherhood.
I couldn't get
the
into
physics of your... It kind of adds the... Not RPG aspect of it, kind of. Of you, like, building up people.
Yeah, you build, like, your little crew of people.
Well, that's it. Like, I couldn't get into it. Like, and that's it. There's games you guys get into, I can't... Whatever.
Assassin's Creed is definitely, like, one of my... It is.
I won't doubt it.
It is my favorite game series.
Series? Okay.
My top game series, obviously, is Mass Effect. No question about it. Hands down.
Far Cry's kind of up there too.
Really?
I love Far Cry games.
Not bad.
That's also rumored to drop this year too. Far Cry 6.
I think they need to wait.
They need to do another year.
I want another Far Cry 5. That was like, it took a while to come out, but once it came out, you were like, that was a really good game.
People hate it.
As long as they don't do anything like Far Cry Primal again.
He liked that.
I liked it.
I couldn't stand it.
I didn't like the idea of...
I 100% achievemented that game.
I got a couple hours in and was just like, I can't do this. Like, it felt weird.
New Dawn.
It was okay.
Very different approach. I love that one too.
I thought it was pretty
really
good. There's not a lot of Far Cry's
It should have been a
bad.
DLC to 5, but it was still pretty good.
Besides Primal, at least to me, which Primal wasn't that bad of a game. It was like none of it was in English really. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't relatable. It just wasn't enjoyable.
It didn't have that same type of gameplay that you were used to with 3 and 4.
Yeah.
The thing with New Dawn and Primal is they only charged $40 for it. They didn't charge a full $60 for it.
Which is nice. That's a really cool thing.
I mean, that was a sign too that it was going to be a little bit shorter.
But there still was a lot to do in that game.
There was.
Yeah. There was still plenty. It was still like pretty much the exact same map from 5, obviously. Just different elements and things laid out in different places. And I think it was a really cool concept of a game because it was like a huge add-on. It was like, if you did get that end, because remember, some people didn't get that end for Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I know.
Like you had to get the fucking goofy end.
I got the shitty ending.
Yeah, where he just drives away. Yeah. And then they play the radio station, and you already know your guy's going to freak out, but then cut to black. You don't get the cool driving away ending with fucking nukes going off and shit.
Which, when they start New Dawn, they give a recap of the ending that I didn't see, which I was happy about because I didn't know how the fucking game ended.
I was a little disappointed about that with New Dawn, though. They don't explain enough about what happened to your guy from the 5th one. They explain a little because you can find the notes that are left over by him.
After I saw the intro, I went back and looked up the ending.
Yeah.
For 5, just because I wanted to know what the fuck
because you know,
happened.
like, your guy gets trapped and he's pretty much stuck down there with what's his name?
Yeah.
With Jacob, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Is it John?
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, something like that.
It was in my head. I just didn't want to say it.
But, and then they just don't explain it
I
much.
know
Yeah. But New Dawn was good. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys good?
Yeah.
We were a little past time anyway. I wanted this to be short today, but
we'll go short next time.
Yeah, right. When is it ever fucking short?
Last week.
It was an hour still.
It's 59 minutes, something.
Yeah, fuck yourself. Now it's gonna be an hour and 12, I think, something like that. I don't give a shit. As usual, thanks for joining us. Episode 10 now. We're finally fucking getting somewhere. Maybe. I wanted to do something special this week,
but Josh didn't come.
Josh didn't come. We didn't have the original 4. So when he comes,
hopefully next week,
sometime, we will maybe do something special. Maybe we'll butt fuck him in the middle of the podcast or something. You know, some just for the family.
For the fans.
Yeah.
Only fans.
For the fans.
Just
butt fuck you then, piggy boy.
I like to see you try, motherfucker. I'm bigger than you.
There's 3 of us. Well, there's 2 of us, but there will be 3 of us. Okay.
Josh is like half of a person.
Yeah, he is. He's a tiny boy.
He's a
I give him a shove and he's done.
I'm Garrett. That's Earl. That's Jordan. This is the weekly special episode 10. See you next week.